How's it going, troops? Boots fit? Mail getting through? Good, good. Right, we've left wet and windy Kent and we're now in wet and windy Suffolk. Thetford Forest, to be precise. A very, very cold, damp and windy Thetford Forest. Some of the more observant amongst you probably realise I haven't got any gear on me, and there's a reason for that. It's about 2.5 hours, nearly 3 until sunset, so I'm just going for a bit of a mooch, to be honest. Left my stuff in the car, found a decent park up that should be quite safe, and I used the Park for Night app. It's great for finding places to park your car overnight when you're going to come and wild camp, and I found an absolutely excellent one for Thetford Forest. There are a few actually listed, but yeah, there's quite a few people there. There's about 6 cars there. They had 2 cars which were mountain bikers. I think they've left. I think there's a couple of people behind me, about 200-250 metres, that are probably out for a walk, probably walking their dogs. It is Saturday afternoon. It's going to be absolutely heaving with dog walkers. So what I want to do, just go for a bit of a mooch, get a lay of the land, and scope out a decent camping spot. So come along with me and we'll see what we can see. Right, we're still mooching. Just come across these sort of pine deciduous mixed plantations. One thing I've noticed actually, if you look, it's all super open. If I was to, I mean, it's campable, yeah, but if I was to light like a bushbox stove or like a ground fire in there, then anybody walking along all these tracks, which are absolutely everywhere, will see it. This is Elms Plantation, and it used to be a flint mining site in the Brecks apparently. That's what all these undulations are. It's a bit like Grimes Graves, if anybody's been to Grimes Graves. Flint is mined to make gun flints for the British Army in the 18th and 19th centuries. Excellent. Please look it up if you want to know more about it. So yeah, obviously we spent quite a lot of time at war with the French, amongst other things. And we used quite a lot of flints for the old brown breast muskets, and I suppose the Baker rifle if you're in my regiment. The army used to be in the green jackets, so used to be the old 95th, 60th rifles, ox and bucks, all that good stuff. So yeah, so many Frenchmen needed squaring away that we got through quite a lot of rifle flints, so I had to excavate them out of the ground. Look at these little areas here. This is what this whole area is like. I haven't come across anybody else's campsite yet, which is amazing. I think what the plan is, I think sunset is something along the realms of probably about between 2:45 and 10 to 3. So it's probably going to be dark by about 4:15. So I'm just going to like mooch about till then, and then I'll go back to the car, throw my Bergen on and bury myself somewhere in these woods. It's definitely going to be a stealth job tonight, not like take the piss stealth, because if I was to stealth camp properly it'd be pointless making a video, because I won't be putting out any light, not even red light. So we'll be on red light using a different camping stove today. Anybody who's watched my channel before knows I love a Trangia. Well, I'm not taking a Trangia. I've got my Coleman Feather 442 dual fuel unleaded stove, which is one of my go-tos for winter. Gas is pretty much useless when the temperature drops, unless you've got like a a decent gas stove which like preheats your gas for you. Right, we'll continue our mooch, and I'll bring you back. Right, I'm looking at somewhere like this. So that's a man-made pine plantation, as is most of Thetford Forest, but there's lots of really tall bracken in there. So what I'm thinking is, if I can get in the middle of that lot, that'll give me cover from view, because you can't see through the bracken. So I think that'll be a good shout. If I can get in the middle of it, maybe flatten some of it down, throw a lean-to between two trees. It is Tarp And Bivvi tonight. I promised a Tarp And Bivvi camp when I got busted. So I just heard someone's kids screaming over there. That's the direction I came in from, where I parked the car. So I'm hoping people ain't going to see these two people on their mountain bikes over there just come on the track. So there's loads of people still around. So if I go back to the car, throw a honking great big Bergen on, then it's just going to arouse suspicion. So the mooch continues. I'll probably bring you back if I find a spot that's good or I get to the car. Right guys, I think I've found my spot. This is going to have to be a super stealthy one. There is a track, and people, about a family, have just walked that way with a dog. The track is literally 15 metres beyond that last tree you can see. So I can see them up there, and I'll take you out onto the track here. Maybe somebody comes along here with a dog, then there's a good chance I'm going to get spotted. Here's the track junction here. But it's quite nice ground, I quite like it. Let's just get out of here. What I think I'm going to do is go back to the car, chill there for a bit. See, the track's just here, the other track's just there. And that's my route in. So yeah, it's super open. But if I can get a tarp in there and I don't pitch it too high, then I reckon that might be a cheeky one. I was going to have a look over here where that radio mast is as well. I was thinking of chucking myself around in the woods behind that. So yeah, that family went that way. I just fancy, I don't want to tramp miles and miles to the woods. I want to find a nice bit of ground. I don't mind if it's near a track. I mean, there's going to be nobody around when it gets dark. And if there are people walking along here when it gets dark, then they're going to have torches. And I'm going to see them and hear them a long time before they get anywhere near me. I mean, we're about, at the moment, without a K away from the car-ish. Well, not even, that's probably about 3/4 of a K. But yeah, I fancy a bit of a cheeky one. I mean, there's obviously a chance I'm going to get busted, but I quite like the challenge of a bit of a stealth camp. On the menu today, we've got chicken curry and rice. I went to Lidl on the way down here. There's a Lidl not far away. So chicken curry and rice, and I've got some bacon and a couple of rolls for the morning. I'm going to have to start, if I'm going to cook, I'm going to have to do it super early, because I can imagine bacon frying will attract every dog in a 10-mile radius that's being walked around here. God dear, I'm absolutely soaked. It absolutely bucketed it down early on. It said the rain was going to stop, but it didn't. Right. Got this big radio mast here. Apparently it's got CCTV, 24-hour monitoring. Can't see any CCTV. It's probably an old sign, to be fair. Can't see anybody else. There's still loads of cars parked down there, like mountain bikers and what have you. So yeah, there's not. I thought there were more trees here than there actually were. Apparently they train dog sledding around here. I've seen signs for it. I bet that's cool. Won't mind having a go at that. So yeah, I'm going to have a look at that forestry block over there, because I reckon that's quite off track. In here it's just horrendous. It's just bracken, brambles, all kinds of stuff. I'm going to have a look up here and we'll see what's happening. Right, catch you in a bit. Just walking through the woods and just come across this large pit. Apparently it's a disused pit, so I don't know if it's some kind of mine. And at the bottom of it, down there, in the middle of the screen, there is an old car that's been dumped in there. I don't know how old it is, and I'm not going down there to find out what it is. But yeah, interesting. Doesn't look particularly campable up here. Looks like an old fence boundary, yeah. And there's some kind of shack over there. So we'll keep an eye out for holes in the ground. Yeah, it was interesting, that was. I thought I'd show you it. But yeah, it's just basically like this. It's, if it was nice and flat underfoot it'd be alright, but it's just not. Bit of a track down here, I think we'll follow this. But yeah, interesting. That was a bit of a find. I like stumbling across weird stuff like that. Right troops, we are off. Quick time check. It's 15:40. Sunset is pretty much kind of now-ish. I don't know if the car's down there are parked for the night. There is a van, probably parking spot. That's good. A few more people around. I know my car will be safe. But we're going to go and occupy our spot, throw a tarp up, and then sort ourselves out, get a brew on. I want to be as quick as possible because we're losing light. So I'll bring you back when we're ready. Right, this is the spot. Let's get some red light on me. Right, okay, this is the minimum amount of light, or the maximum amount of light I'm going to be putting out. This is my spot. It's nestled in this bracken. There's a track there, there's a track there, and there's a track there. Pretty much all the Thetford Forest is like this. So I'm going to sling a ridge line up, get the tarp sorted, and then it's time for a brew and then a bit of scoff. Right, I'm under the tarp. I've no idea if you can see me. There we go, should be able to. I'm bloody soaked, I am. Can't wait to get these boots off. So the tarp I've got my bag and everything set up. The tarp. I've gone for quite a high one. If I want to sit underneath it, I can do. You can't really see much, to be honest. I'll give you a better view in the morning. Right now, I'm going to get a brew on. Can't really hear anybody around, and it'll be pitch black in the next probably about 20 minutes. So yes, brew time. Right, here we are. I've put a little bit of light out because if I don't, you basically won't be able to see anything, and it'll make for a bit of a shit video. Obviously the bare minimum, and it's hidden by my Bergen, that lamp there. Right, okay. So we've got the Coleman stove. I need to oil the pump because it's a bit stiff. But I've got a mess tin. I'm doing everything on mess tins today. Let's get some water in here. If I have to put you down, it's basically because I can't do this. One-handed, and I don't want to start throwing stuff all over the place. The Coleman Feather 442 is my go-to stove. When the weather gets cold. Right, there we go. It is like a jet engine. Right, so we've got today, after I've made my brew, we've got some rice, we've got a tin of curry. I'm not messing about. We've got a big mess tin there. I'm going to pump that a little bit more in a minute. Right, water's boiled. Let's get it in the mug. There we go. Nice brew under a tarp in the woods. Doesn't really get better than this. Sure there's no lumps. For a change there isn't. Good job. Right, I'll put that out of the way so it doesn't get knocked over. Next on the agenda is finding somewhere to stand this where you can see what's going on. Right, let's get this curry on the go. sure how stealthy this is, but and I don't think there's anybody about now. It's pretty much dark. And say if they are walking around, then they'll have torches and I'll see them. And we have our tin of curry. Prep that ready. I'm basically just going to boil it all in a mess tin. Time is it? Nearly 4:45. Right, I'll bring you back when I chuck the curry in. Well, that doesn't look like cat food at all. I had to read the tin, make sure I didn't pick up cat food by mistake. Right, just going to keep stirring this, hopefully it won't stick to the bottom. And then when it's bubbling and an indeterminate amount of time has passed, then we'll chow down on this. I'm sure it'll be wonderful. Our cat food and rice is coming on nicely. Our brew is drinkable. I was going to put my chair up and sit on my chair, but I want to kind of keep as low as possible. I don't want to be like sat up wandering about all over the place. Keep the light low to the ground. I mean, I'm not really worried about anybody else, but just like to keep it, be at least a bit sensible with it. I don't think you can stealth camp properly and record. I think you just won't see anything. It'll be pointless, to be honest. I do it when I'm not recording it. See what this tastes like. That'll do nicely. Right. Well, sorry about the light. I think this is it, I'm afraid, light-wise. I can't really put out any more. Just going to chow down on the old curry. It's actually not too bad. I mean, for a tin from Lidl, it's all right. Right. Well, I'm going to eat this. I'm going to chill for it. I've got some stuff to watch on my phone, and I suppose I'll come back when I'm getting into bed. I'll give you a report, see if I've heard anything or seen anything. Right, awesome. Right guys, as you can see, I'm in my DOS bag. I don't want to have this light on for too long. I will watch some stuff on my phone until I drop off, then I'll catch you in the morning. Cheers, catch you in a bit. Well, good morning. It is about 4:45 between 5 and 6 is a good time to get moving before the dog walkers turn up. So I'm going to get out, put this DOS bag away, tidy some stuff up, and then we'll get ready to do some breakfast. Just going to give you a quick camp tour in the dark. Here's the tarp. There we go. And with light down there. DOS bag, bivvy bag. My mat started deflating during the night, so I don't know if that's got a hole in it or not. It probably has, otherwise it wouldn't deflate, would it? So that's my stuff ready to cook in. That's what I had for dinner last night. I put my stove there. Yeah, so I'll have to have a look at that when I get home and patch it. Hopefully it can be patched. So yeah, tarp. I love how the pine needles falling off the trees and they're kind of just dangling like a Christmas tree. Well, it is kind of a Christmas tree, isn't it? Okay then, so let's get this DOS bag and bivvy bag away, get out what I need for breakfast, and then we'll get that squared away, and then we'll get out of here. Let's say between 5 and 6 is prime time to get moving before the dog walkers turn up. I'm not really bothered about stealth at this point. I've camped already, so there's nothing anybody can do about it. Right, catch you in a bit. Right, so that's the pack away done. We're going to have brie and bacon rolls for breakfast this morning. So I've got the rolls there, bacon down there. I'm going to fry it in the mess tin on the Coleman, which we can light now. I'll see if it won't blow my head off or not. Just put some oil in the bottom of the, not get the oil mixed up with Trangia fuel, which is in the same pot, only it's a slightly bigger one. I've written actually what it is on the side, but it's worn off, but I know, so that's fine. Alright, let's get this bacon in the pan. I can't do this one-handed, so I'm going to bring you back when it's on. I'm going to have fun cleaning this mess tin when I get home. Alright, they're done. I did have some sauce, but I can't remember where I put it, and I'm hungry and I need to scoff up and get out of here. So. Put the next ones on. Right. brie and bacon sandwich in the woods. It is bloody freezing, by the way, just saying. Right. Yep, that'll do the job. Right, I'm going to eat this and cook the next one. Right, round 2. Here we go. I have to say, breakfast in the woods is the best. Outstanding. Right, got my gash bag there. All my stuff's going to go in that. I'm going to eat this. I'm going to pack up, and I'll see you when I get the Bergen thrown on, and we can make our way out of here, and we'll do the leave no trace shot. Looks like I'm going to be walking out in the dark, which is good. It is about 5:25, so I'm making good time on my morning routine. Always try to get before 6 o'clock, before the dog walkers turn up. If there's anybody around, it's pitch black, so I'll have a torch and I'll see them, and they'll probably see me as well. But as I say, I don't tend to stealth too much in the morning, unless I am doing a pucker stealth cam, in which case there'd be no point videoing because there'd be no light. So cool. Right, there's a leave no trace shot. Bit of disturbed ground, but that's it. I'm going to I think I'm going that way, so I'm going to get out of here, and I'll see you when I'm back at the car. Hopefully it's still there. Right, no idea if you can see me or not, but I'm going to sign off here. Thank you for watching. Absolutely pitch black. Good job I got the head torch, I wasn't going to see where I'm going. Give us a like and a sub if you so wish, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.